Okay, now let's look at some of these other reference lines. So for that, let's start with sales in rows and order date here, and let's convert this into month, discrete month. Okay, and we want this to be, okay, I'm trying to stay close to the textbook, and that's the reason why I'm making these choices. So you can go back to the book for further clarification if needed. So we're going to now look at just 2015, and let's have the filter. Let's do show filter, move the filter to this side. So now we can select whatever area that we want. Now we can add additional reference lines, okay, to this chart. Okay. Suppose we want to compare the monthly sales with a constant value. Suppose if you have, there is a kind of a benchmark, say $250,000, okay, and we want a line that goes across and shows that is the 250K mark. Then you use a constant line, okay, and the constant line is for the entire table, and you can set up a number there, whatever number you want. So 250,000, then it will put I missed a zero there, so then you get a constant line at 250,000. Okay. If you want that kind of a reference. Again, remember, you're now comparing, that line is supposed to add to your comprehension of the chart. Okay, and that number, whatever constant line that you want to put, must have some inherent meaning. Okay. Or you can enter or use an average line. Okay, again, click, hold, click, move, and here you can select one of these three scope. Okay. Now we're going to use table scope, and we will talk more about scope in a few minutes. Okay. Now, so that's your average right there. I'm going to remove the constant, we don't need it. Let's remove it. So we have the average. Okay. Now you can edit. Double click and edit. Okay. Now here again you get the same. Well, you get some additional options which are down here. I think down here. We'll talk about that in a minute. Here is the scope again, per pane and per cell, and the entire table. And here you control how the label appears. Right now the label just simply says average. It doesn't say anything else. Right? So you can control that here by saying, okay, we want none, so in which case there won't be any label at all. Or you can say value, and the value will appear. Or you can say computation, in which case what kind of computation, that's your default. Or you can do custom. So in custom, you can put whatever you want. So you say average. Actually, for average, you don't need that, because you can say, I want field, I want computation, okay, say equal to space value. So in custom, you will be able to customize the label. So that gives you the average. Now you can also use median and quartiles. Okay, again. And now we have the band, upper quartile, lower quartile. Lower quartile is the first quartile, Q sub 1. upper quartile is Q sub 3, and median, of course, is the Q sub 2. And once again, we can add labels and stuff. If you double click or you right click and edit, and here you can go and change this to, well,
how do you get the value to show up as average?
Value to show up for the average label. Yeah. See here, you need to change the label to custom, and then you can set up what you want. So what I did was, I said computation, that will put what kind of computation this is, and then say space equals space value. Now that will put the value there. Okay, and you can have line only and line and confidence interval. There are lots of options that Tableau allows you. So again, you can do the same thing with upper quartile. So edit, so label, computation equal to value, and you can make this appear on this side or that side, the alignment, and all that kind of stuff. Okay, so those are the summarized reference lines. Okay, let's look at model reference lines next. And okay, let's go ahead and duplicate this sheet. Okay, and I'm going to remove all of these other reference lines from here. Okay. The average with 95% confidence interval, again, so this gives you the average and 95% confidence interval, and you can go and change the confidence level and add labels and text and everything like what we have done previously. So this is for the average, and you can also do this for the median. Okay, median reference line is non-parametric. Okay, so again, it's very easy. Okay, and once again, you can add the labels as you please. Okay, any questions so far?